Hello everybody on the internet and welcome to our musical theatre sing-along with the Queen's Theatre Horn Church, funded by Clarion Futures, supported by Ardley Green Learning Federation. Here we go, are you ready for some singing? We're going to warm up our voices and then I've got a lovely musical theatre song for us to sing today. Let me know that the stream is currently working by sending me a comment to say, yes Andrew, you are actually on the internet, you're not just in your living room by yourself like a crazy person. I know, here we are, so do say hello. This isn't the song, I'm just making this up. Lovely. Well, here we are. I believe all the technology is working. So I will do my big reveal. Here we go. Ready for the big reveal. Hello! Yes, here we are. I know I'm very entertained by the special effects. So, for those of you that might never have joined us for a sing-along, we've been doing sing-along since the beginning of the first pandemic. And this is another batch. And this one is funded by Clarion Futures. So a big thank you and thumbs up to them for funding this online work with the Queen's Theatre. That's all part of the Spring into Creativity project. It's got a logo and everything. I love it. This work has been supported by the Ardley Green Learning Federation. And yeah, what we're going to do today is we're going to learn a musical theatre song and we're going to express ourselves with our voices, which will be absolutely glorious. I think I've got my first comment through the door. Of course, I knew exactly who that would be. Hello, John and Leslie. Good morning and welcome. Fantastic. So, and good morning to Pat. Amazing, more comments coming through. Do say hello to me at any point during the video and let me know how we're getting on. And I'm judging by the comments that means all the technology is working because, no, I don't trust it yet. I just don't trust it. So, we're going to start off by making sure that if we're sitting or standing, however we are, that we're up nice and tall and straight because then we can breathe and use our diaphragms. And we're going to breathe in, 2, 3 and out, 2, 3 and in, 2, 3 and out, 2, 3 and in, 2, 3, 4, 5 and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely, and give yourself a little bit of a shake, make yourself feel all comfy. And we're going to do some tongue twisters now to get our mouths moving. And my favourite one is, of course, Unique New York. Unique New York. You need New York. You need New York. You know you need. You know you need. Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York, you need New York. Unique New York, you need New York. You know you need unique New York. You know you need unique New York. Unique New York, you need New York. You know you need unique New York. Unique New York, you need New York. You know you need unique New York. Oh gosh, that's the whole thing, isn't it? Should we try a bit faster? Unique New York, you need New York. You know you need unique New York. Unique New York, you need New York. You know you need unique New York. Oh goodness, it doesn't get any easier, that one. So if you're finding them hard, don't worry. So, Irish wristwatch time. This one's a good fun one. This is an Irish wristwatch. This is an Irish wristwatch. I wash my Irish wristwatch. I wash my Irish wristwatch. I even wash my Swiss wristwatch. I even wash my Swiss wristwatch. You watch me wash my Irish wristwatch. You watch me wash my Irish wristwatch. Oh, I must say, I'm getting slower at these. I'm not getting better, I'm getting worse. We're going to do a bit of a tongue twister song. Our song today is a bit of a wordy one. So some red lorry, yellow lorries will get us into the spirit. I'll sing it first and you sing it back to me. Here we go. A red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. Stop, your turn. Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. Stop, my turn. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Stop, your turn. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Stop, my turn. Red lorry, yellow leather, red lorry, yellow leather, red lorry, yellow leather. Stop, your turn. Red lorry, yellow leather, red lorry, yellow leather, red lorry, yellow leather. Stop, my turn. Red leather, yellow lorry, red leather, yellow lorry, red leather, yellow lorry, stop, your turn. Red leather, yellow lorry, red leather, yellow lorry, red leather, yellow lorry, stop, my turn. A red trolley, yellow trolley, red trolley, yellow trolley, red trolley, yellow trolley, stop, your turn. A red trolley, yellow trolley, red trolley, yellow trolley, red trolley, yellow trolley, stop, my turn. A red trolley, yellow trolley, red trolley, yellow trolley, red trolley, yellow trolley, stop, your turn. Red trolley, yellow trolley, red trolley, yellow trolley, red trolley, yellow trolley, stop. Oh, that was hard, and I got a bit faster there. I started pushing that tempo. So if you found that hard, don't worry, because there's no pressure. The wonderful thing about these sing-alongs is it's about having a go. It's not about being the greatest singer in the world. No, because I'm not. It's all about just taking part and having a great time. And it doesn't matter if you're at home making the most goodness awful noise you've ever heard. Because you know what? No one except the people in your home can hear you. So it doesn't matter. Luckily for me, I can make as much noise as I like. So, I think we've got a few more comments. Yes, hello to some more people. Fantastic. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And today, our song is another song from the musical Top Hat. We looked at a Top Hat song last week, and we're looking at another one today. Now, the reason I've chosen another Top Hat song is this song's actually also used in a musical called The Young Frankenstein by the wonderful Mel Brooks. So we're going to be doing a bit of the original version and then a bit of the redo version from The Young Frankenstein. So we're going to mix it up a little bit. And this song is called Putting on the Ritz, and it's a proper jazz handsy number, and it does make me want to get my tap shoes out, I must say. So, we're going to start off by looking at the tune. The tune has a kind of funky rhythm, but the notes are all la 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 la. So there's that big jump, la 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 la. Let's try that a few times. La 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 la. And if you can get that jump, you can pretty much sing this song. So we're going to go nice and slow. If you're blue, like that. If you're blue, then we're going to go down to that low note. And you don't know, and you don't know. But the rhythm, if you're blue and you don't know. If you're blue and you don't know. If you're blue and you don't know, then we go, where to go to. So it's the same four notes. Where to go to. Those are all even. Where to go to. Let's put that all in a row. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to. Then we go, why don't you go? Same funky rhythm that the second one had. Why don't you go? Why don't you go? Add that on from the beginning. It sounds more complicated than it is. This is the hardest bit of the whole song. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go? Let's try that one more time. This is the hardest bit. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go? Then it changes. Where fashion sits. Where fashion sits. And then we go, putting on the Ritz. And I want a jazz hand. I like a jazz hand. Putting on the Ritz. I know you're all holding your phones. But yeah, you can put your phone down. Putting on the Ritz. So, we're going to try that all at this speed. It sounds very in this bank. One thing counts in the bank, large amounts. Pick a pocket or two from Oliver. But we're not doing Oliver. We're doing Top Hat focus, Andrew. So, we're going to go, if you're blue. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Let's try that one more time. Here we go. If you're blue. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Maybe let me know in the comments how you've got on with that, because it's a deceptively tricky melody. So send me some thumbs up or some okays or whatever the young people emojis are. I don't know. I don't care. But yeah, let me know in the comments how you're getting on with that. We're going to try that a little bit faster. If you're blue, 1, 2, 3. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to? Why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz, let's try it faster now. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz, let's go a bit faster now. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz and then full speed is now. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Lovely. Now, if you've got that, which some of you have, I can see comments coming through. Yes, we hope we've got it. Well, our fingers are crossed. We hope we've got it. Amazing. The next part of our song is exactly the same tune or melody, but with different words. And it goes, different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes. So you notice where the comma is if you're looking at the lyrics, because the lyrics are in the see more button. I always forget to tell you that. If you press see more below where I am on the screen, then you'll be able to find the words. So different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cut away. That's what you've got. Let's try that. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cut away. And then code perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz, and you can get the putting on the Ritz because that comes round again. Oh, some of you are sending me jazz hands. That's what I like to see. Yes, jazz hands. You can never have enough jazz hands in your life. That should be a song. I'll write that later. So, different types. 1, 2, 3. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cut away. Code perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Now, some of you might be going, what does all this mean? So there's some Americanisms in there. Pants are trousers, not your actual pants. It's a family show. So they basically mean pinstripe suits. Stripy trousers. A cutaway coat is like a longer coat that has, this is your tailcoat effectively. So it's not the full square shape, but it's cut into 2 tails, which is very glitzy glam, isn't it? So yeah, that's what they're talking about if you're looking at this and you're completely baffled. So, we've done those first 2 sections. Let's put them in a row. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cut away. Code perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. I'm sure you've got it. Lovely. Now, the middle section of this song, or the B section, goes like this. Dressed up like $1 million trooper. Now that's quite high if you want to go dressed up like $1 million trooper, but you can do dressed up like $1 million trooper. Now fine, when I go down low I want to click my fingers. This is a very clicking your fingers song. I dressed up like $1 million trooper. Sing that with me, here we go. I dressed up like $1 million trooper. Then the same kind of melody, but one step lower. Trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Now, Gary Cooper is a comedian from way back when. I googled him, I didn't get the jokes. But trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. And his catchphrase was super duper. And he used to do like this, I think. I might be wrong. If you want to let me know in the comments more Gary Cooper related facts, feel free. So, we've got dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper, super duper, like that. Let's try and put that bit in a row. Dressed up like 1, 2, 3. Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper, super duper. Lovely. I'm sure you've got it. Now, next bit, exactly the same as the first melody we looked at. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks. Let's get up to there. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks. It's deceptive because you go Rockefellers. Rockefellers are people that work at the Rockefeller Center, which is a really tall building in New York. Hashtag Googled. So, come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks. Sticks being the sticks that you would tap dance with. Or umbrellas, or umbrellas, umbrellas, not umbrellas, as I say, umbrellas, umbrellas. Come, 2, 3. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in their mitts. Mitts being hands, putting on the Ritz. Let's try that. From come, 2, 3. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks and umbrellas in their mitts. Putting on the Ritz. Can we go from the beginning? Try and put that all in a row. If you're blue, here we go. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. The different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Dressed up, here we go. Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper, come let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks and umbrellas in their mitts. Putting on the Ritz. So most of you, if you know this song, will go, oh, but Andrew, we've done it, we've learnt it. Actually, no. We haven't, because there is a kind of opening section that some versions do at the beginning and some do in the middle. We're going to do it in the middle. And this section goes like this. It goes into a major key. We've been in a minor key so far, but now we're in a major key, so it sounds all happy. So we're going to go, have you seen the well-to-do? Let's sing that. Have you seen the well-to-do? One more time. Have you seen the well-to-do? Well-to-do being wealthy. Then we're going to go up and down Park Avenue. Fancy road in New York. Up and down Park Avenue. Then the same melody but a bit higher. On that famous thoroughfare. On that famous thoroughfare. And if you want to be really fancy, make sure you get the TH. Don't go on that famous thoroughfare. Thorough. On that famous thoroughfare. And then with their noses in the air, because they're posh people, because they're wealthy, and that's what we think it's like, but it's not. So, have you seen the well-to-do? 1, 2, 3. Have you seen the well-to-do? Up and down Park Avenue. On that famous thoroughfare. With their noses in the air. One more time for like a little bit faster that section. Have you seen the 1, 2, 3? Have you seen the well-to-do? Up and down Park Avenue. On that famous thoroughfare. With their noses in the air. Lovely, well done everyone. Then we're going to go up high. High hats and arrow collars. High hats. Now, really, it should be top hats, but they did used to call top hats high hats, according to Google. I've done a lot of Googling this morning. High hats and arrow collars. Let's sing that. 2, 3, 1. High hats and arrow collars. High hats and arrow collars. So you can hear there's a little gap. High hats and arrow collars. High hats and arrow collars. Then the same melody. White spats and lots of dollars. Spats being the fancy shoes. White spats and lots of dollars. So you can see the interesting thing about this is we get each melody happens twice. Have you seen the well-to-do up and down Park Avenue on their famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air? High hats and arrow collars, white spats and lots of dollars. Some people sing plenty of dollars. You can sing plenty if you like, but it's the American plenty, which is plenty of dollars. And then the last bit of this section, spending every dime for a wonderful time. Spending every dime for a wonderful time. Let's try that again. Spending every dime for a wonderful time. And that will lead us into if you're blue and you don't know where to, and you're back off again. So we're going to try that little middle section from Have You Seen the Well-to-Do and put that all in a row. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Have you seen the well-to-do up and down Park Avenue on that famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air? White spats and white spats and arrow collars, spending every dime for a wonderful time. So you can tell it's live, can't you? Because I'm making mistakes. If this was a video, I'd be editing that nonsense out. But no, it's live. We're live. Yes, danger. Which means I have to be very careful what I say. We're on air. So let's do that one more time and see if I can get it right, let alone you guys. Have you seen the well-to-do? 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Have you seen the well-to-do up and down Park Avenue on that famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air? High hats and arrow collars, white spats and lots of dollars, plenty every time for a wonderful time. I still made a mistake. Well, there we are. You've probably got it, haven't you? So we're going to go for the beginning, if you're blue, and try and get all the way up to there. And then I'm going to tell you how when we do the song, the main section, the first section of the song the second time, how it's going to be different. I know it's dramatic. I'm putting a bit of tension into this video today. So we're going to go from If You're Blue at the beginning of the song. Here we go. Here we go. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes, or cut away coat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper, come let's mix, we're Rockefellers, Walker sticks, or umbrellas in their mix. Putting on the Ritz. Have you seen the well-to-do up and down Park Avenue on that famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air? High hats and lots of white spats and lots of dollars, spending every dime for a wonderful time. Lovely. Let me know in the comments how you get on. We've got more comments coming through. Good morning, Joel, and welcome. Hello to you. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining me. So, we're now going to do the second part of the song. And as I said earlier, the second part, we're doing it as if it's Young Frankenstein. Now, in Young Frankenstein, they actually get their newly animated Frankenstein's monster to tap dance to this song, and they get him to sing. And they get him to sing the line Puttin on the Ritz. But obviously, he's a monster. He can't actually sing Puttin on the Ritz. So we're going to sing, as normal, if you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? And then we're going to do Put on the Ritz! Like you're a monster! Put on the Ritz! I know it should be Halloween or something, but yes, that's what we're going to do. Oh, I'm glad you're getting on all right. Thank you for letting me know. So yes, put on the Ritz! And we're going to do that on every Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Put on the Ritz! And the more awful it sounds, the more like a monster you are. Now, for the middle section, dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper, you're going to go, super duper! Super duper! I don't know what this voice is, but I'm really enjoying it. It's probably doing all sorts of damage. Make sure you're not hurting yourselves when you try and do stupid voices, because that's not good vocal health. So, we're going to try from the second lot of If You're Blue. We're going to get our monster impressions in there. So I want, every time you're a monster, your kind of zombie arms out. I know, we go from jazz hands to zombie arms. Seamless. You can't write it. Well, Mel Brooks did, I suppose. So, If You're Blue, the Young Frankenstein version. Here we go. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Put on the Ritz! Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes, or cutaway coat, perfect fits. Put on the Ritz! I did the wrong words. Trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper! Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks and umbrellas in their midst. Put on the Ritz! I might even put like a mysterious ending on the end there. Let me know how you've got on with your monster impressions. I'm sure some of you are truly terrifying in your homes. John's too good at being the monster. You're in fits of laughter and you can't see. If he's too good at it, that means it's typecasting, yeah? Oh, no, that's a bit rude, actually. I apologise, I'm joking. Put on the Ritz. As you all go out into the world, I want you to remember that impression, because when I do meet some of you in real life, I will want your putting on the Ritz monster impressions, please. Oh, Joel, it should be funny. I was going for funny over and above sensible. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and put the whole song in a row now. This is our practice before our performance. So we're going to go from the very beginning, doing it all normally with our jazz hands. Then we have our middle section, Have You Seen the Well-to-Do? And I think a bit of walking. It's quite a walking type moment. And then our young Frankenstein monster bit. Lovely! It's the monster mash! So, from the top then, here we go. If you're blue. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. A different types, you wear a day coat, pants with stripes, and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper, come let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst. Putting on the Ritz. Have you seen the well-to-do up and down Park Avenue on that famous thoroughfare, with their noses in the air, high hats and arrow collars, white spats and lots of dollars, spending every time for a wonderful time. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Put on the Ritz! The different types, you wear a day coat, pants with stripes, and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Put on the Ritz! It wakes up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper, come let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks and umbrellas in their midst. I'm on the Ritz. Lovely. Well, that is our rehearsal done now. As you know, this is a top hat type song, so it's only fair that I get my lovely top hat on. Now, which way round does it go? This way round. Lovely. I don't think I've had my top hat on since we did Consider Yourself way back in last May. Yes, we've been doing this a while. So yes, this is my top hat. And now I did think I had some Ritz crackers in the cupboard because I thought putting on the Ritz, that'd be funny. But instead I've just got some cheese that's a bit off. But there we are. It's a cheesy show. So, performance time, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Here we go from the top. This is our moment to shine and to send you off for the rest of your day with a song in your heart and a smile on your face. I know. So, from the top then, here we go. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. A different types, you wear a day coat, pants with stripes, or cutaway coat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper, come let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks and umbrellas in their midst. Putting on the Ritz. Have you seen the well-to-do up and down Park Avenue on that famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air, high hats and arrow collars, white spats and lots of dollars, spending every dime for a wonderful time. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion says, I'm all on the Ritz! Different types of wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fit. I'm all on the Ritz! Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper, come let's mix with Rockefellers, walk with sticks and umbrellas in their midst. I'm on the Ritz. Well, I hope you've had fun singing Putting on the Ritz in a kind of spooky way, just for the fun of it. It's been great fun to spend this time together, and I must say thank you to the Queen's Theatre for continuing to partner with some amazing people for the Spring Into Creativity project, and thanks to Clarion Futures, who are in partnership with the Queen's Theatre, that are funding this work, supported by the Art Degree and Learning Federation. Thank you to all those people for keeping us smiling in this semi-lockdown life that we all now are so used to. Some lovely comments coming to you. Thank you for joining me. And yes, the next time you go out for a walk, I want to see you down the street, put on the Ritz, then people will move out your way. Lovely. Right, I'll see you again next week. I think next week might be Music Hall week. I think that's the plan. So I think that's next week, which will be fantastic. And I will see you then. Right, bye, bye Pat, bye Leslie, bye Joel, and anyone else that's been watching. Lovely. See you again very soon. Bye everyone.